Hey guys. Uh Anybody in chat other than Ben? I'm back. Hello. How's the audio? How's everything? I want to That's my first time coming to you live from GNOME. Yes, I challenged myself to use GNOME for a month until 6/6. Uh so, hey Ben, how you been doing? Uh Well, I'm back. I'm still alive. Uh, I'm not dead yet. It's been a fun time. How's the audio? How's latency? How's synchronization? How's everything? Ben, since you're the only one watching, and Teddy will be right behind you, I guess. But yeah, how's the how's everything? Yeah, I gotta get used to the 30-second delay on YouTube. Sound good. Okay, no delay, no out of sync. Everything is okay. 30-second delay. Jesus. But yeah, uh, I'm back from Serbia. I my trip was twofold. I had a 12-hour layover in Greece. Uh, I uh, I took the opportunity to visit cousins. Uh, I went to an area in Greece called Pangrati. I don't know if anyone in chat or potentially later on, let me know in the comments below. If you live, there's a lot of Greek people on the server, and also that I know. But if you know the area Pangrati in Greece, this is where my cousin lives. On the way back, there was the vegetable market. I don't know what it's called in Greek, but yeah, you're going on vacation. Where are you going? I just got back. It wasn't a vacation. It was to attend my sister's wedding, actually, which was amazing. I discovered a brand new country. But continuing on about Greece, Greece was just to visit cousins. It was just a few hours layover, 12 hours, but I only had 8 because I had to get back to the airport. But I took the opportunity to visit them in Pangrati, and we got drunk on the way back, and I barely made it to the airport as a result. But speaking of Serbia, Serbia is a country that is very multicultural. They have so many languages, so many cultures. The buildings are made from the buildings are multicultural. They're mm, different styles: Croatian, German, French, Greek, you name it, everything is there. Uh, but yeah, it's a beautiful country. I was in Novi Sad, to be specific. Uh, well, that's not a vacation. You're still in the freaking same country. Uh, a vacation is when you leave the entire country to visit another one. That's called a real vacation. Just kidding. But yeah, I was lucky enough to be able, thanks to all the people who contributed to the project, without whom I would have never been able to go. I got a donation from someone very famous in the Linux community called Hermano Ferrari. Thank you, Hermano. And it's good to see you back. In case you see this video, hopefully we can do a meetup at some point. Other than that, I'm gonna show you a few pictures of where I was in Novi Sad. Maybe some of you recognize the area or been there or something. Let me know in the comments below. So, without further ado, this is the town square. in Novi Sod. The buildings here are, you got the Orthodox Cathedral, then facing it you have, which is not in this picture, there's the Catholic Cathedral. Serbia is mainly an Orthodox country, which is good for me because I'm Orthodox. Yay! Uh, but yeah, this is a town square. I spend a lot of time there. I did a lot of walking. Lost, I don't know, 8 pounds maybe. Sorry. Yeah, something like that. Because I did a lot of walking in Greece and in Serbia, nonstop walking. At the end of the trip, I was like, those feet are no longer made for walking. Anywho, uh, so this is the town square. You got cathedrals, shops, small shops, buildings, and as you can see, they're multicultural. Like different civilizations built those buildings, and they're very old. They're ancient, and the entire country is made out of these kind of houses. Uh, wow, you have internet, Gamer King. Good, 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 good to know. I don't know what's wrong with your area. Maybe they're robbing you from internet lines and they're trying to fix it or something. But in my area, internet is just fine. IDM is just fine. Uh, Super fast, 16 down, 0.5 up, the usual. But I just renewed the cable one because I cannot go live on IDM. You know that. Anyway, I'm going to show you another picture. This is the Catholic cathedral on in the town square. This is the other side. It has ceramic roof. Uh, so yeah, it's a beautiful cathedral. Didn't go in either cathedrals. Behind it, the gray building behind it is the Archbishop house. Really nice. A lot of people were there, and there's a coffee shop here. In the pink in the alleyway where the pink building is that I'm pointing to. It's called Loft, and boy, do they have hot chocolate there. The most amazing hot chocolate I've ever had. And you don't drink it. They give you a spoon and you eat it with a spoon. Amazing. It tastes amazing. This is a general shot of the square. Uh, my house was not far away. My house was this building. Not house. I mean, the Airbnb I was staying at was this building in the back. Yeah, that one. Old building that dates back to the 70s. You know, with the elevators, you have that close from the outside. Then you have to close the doors from the inside, and the buttons are as big as a lollipop. Yeah, that kind of building. I wish I had pictures to show you, but they're on my iPhone, and I'm using my iPhone as a webcam. So, we went also to the fortress. We visited the fortress. This is the Danube River. You know the Blue Danube, the famous orchestral music, Blue Danube. Well, this is the Danube River, and it's not blue. Spoiler: it's not blue. It's as green as it can get. But the fortress was amazing. A lot of small rooms for artists that artists rent for a few euros a day, like €5 a day or €10 a day, and they can paint whatever they want to paint, do their sculptures and whatnot. Uh, but yeah, there was this corner here is a restaurant we ate at. Uh oh. Seems like my connection is not playing well. Hey, Jesse. Hello. Is my connection good? Are you seeing what I'm showing you? Because on my browser, it's not showing. Okay. So the preview is not showing for some reason. Uh, Anywho, uh, this corner here is a restaurant. We took a lot of pictures there, and this tower here is a little bit reverse. It's like on the clock, the long hand is the hours, and the short hand is for the minutes. The reason for that is so during the war, when boats were coming in, they could see the long hand, so they can tell what time it is. They couldn't see the shorthand, so they decided to make it the long hand for hours, the shorthand for minutes. But yeah, this is another shot of the fortress. That's the restaurant here. Uh, that's from the other side. Sorry, yeah, that's from the other side. The restaurant doesn't show here. That's the same shot. That's an overall top view of the fortress. There were a lot of people here, a lot of people here, a lot of people here. There's a lot of restaurants. Uh, but yeah, those are the main places we went to in Novi Sad. Amazing. Oh, hello, the Linux cast. Hey, Matt. Thanks for the dono. Okay. Thanks for the dono. Thank you for coming in for a few seconds. I'll see you on the podcast on Saturday for longer than that. Hopefully, this time I will have topics. So, yeah. What else can I say? The country is a green country. There's a lot of green space and houses, small houses. You can buy for as little as 35,000. It's a house, one floor, garage, front lawn or whatever with fences, with a fence, and a backyard where you can plant all your green stuff. You can get that for as low as 35K. I'm not saying it's a big house, but it's enough for one person to live in and enjoy and spend. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking on moving to Serbia and working, finding a remote job and continue working on XeroLinux at the same time. So I'll have two incomes. But yeah, any of you been to Serbia? Any of you seen Serbia? Oh, hello, Norbert. 35,000 pounds. Yeah, Ray. 35,000 pounds. Heck no. 35,000 euros. I don't know why I'm scratching my tits, but yeah, the itching. Yeah, and if you didn't notice yet, I got my teeth back. Yay! I can smile and stop hiding my smile. uh, oh, Teddy, that's the first time you cannot stick around. Oh, I'm sad now. Chat without Teddy is not a good chat. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Basically, and I attended my sister's wedding. My sister's wedding was half an hour for the wedding, and then 5 hours in a restaurant having food, more food, more food. I love it. So, yeah. When it comes to okay, all right. Now enough with my trip. Uh, just wanted to. I will close the trip by saying, um, I had great internet over there. I had gigabit down in the Airbnb, which is not very common. Uh, and I was able to download a lot of TV shows. I downloaded Lucifer, Peaky Blinders, Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot, the old one, MacGyver, the original MacGyver, not that shitty teenage coming of age crap. It downloaded a lot of movies, a lot of games, 3 terabytes in 3 days, not bad. But yeah, that's overall my trip. I had a great time. It was refreshing to leave this country and all the issues in this country. We had electricity 24 hours, good internet. Oh, a breath of fresh air. But yeah, I'm gonna make it easy on you, Teddy. I'm gonna pause a little bit here for the chapters. Now I'm gonna be talking about XeroLinux and what's happening in the XeroLinux world. I'm happy to say that it's all done. It's all ready to be shipped on the 15th. And for those who want to build it, who prefer to build any of the ISOs, either KDE, GNOME, or XFCE, you can. Well, XFCE is on hold for now. Just GNOME and KDE, you can. The scripts have been updated, the repos have been updated, everything has been updated. I just had a mishap last night. I pushed an update that broke the repo. I had to fix it. I lost all 21 stars because I had to restart the repo from scratch. But I don't care about stars. I'm not doing this for the stars. But today I'm going to be giving you a glimpse at both GNOME and XFCE. First, we're gonna have a peek at GNOME. All right. This is the GNOME grub. Who created this grub? Not me. I take zero credit for this. The person you should thank for this beautiful grub menu is in the chat right now, or just left. I don't know. Teddy. Teddy is the brains behind this, or the artist behind this grub menu. It's amazing. I love it. Personally, I love it. There are some people who didn't like it. I showed it to them, and they said it doesn't look good. I don't care. I like it. So does Teddy. So we cannot satisfy everyone, right? All right. So now, with this being said, I'm gonna hit enter. Read the top left of the screen. It's gonna have an error. Set font KD font function not implemented. I will be showing you how to fix that if you are already on XeroG. If you're not, the upcoming version will not have this error. So all you have to do is the following. You open terminal and you type sudo nano or vim or whatever you use etc mkinit cpio.conf. Hit enter, type your password, and you go to the binary section here and you type set font, all one word. Again, you nano into etc mkinit cpio.conf, go to the binaries line, and in the parentheses, which is empty when you open it for the first time, you type set font, all one word, lowercase, and then you save and exit. For nano, it's Control X, and then you hit Y, hit enter, it's saved. Then you have to type sudo mkinit cpio space dash capital P. You hit enter. It's gonna rebuild the thing. It's gonna do a rebuild. And once it's done, you type reboot hit enter. Okay, now you still see the message up top, but now it's no longer there. It's gone. Issue fixed. Thanks to Eric for doing this, for showing us how to fix it. But yeah. And this here is XeroG, or the GNOME edition. A few differences from the previous releases. First, we got something called Top Hat extension, which shows you the resource usage. This is the processor usage. This is the memory usage, disk usage, and network usage. You can find it here. You can configure it here in Extension Manager, Top Hat, configure it, and you can configure it to your liking. It's a simple little extension, nothing that would break the system. So I decided to include that, and CoverFlow Alt Tab also is there, and the usual extensions that were enabled previously. Nothing else was added. Stuff were removed, but nothing, not too much added, because I want to keep it stable and simple to use. Because GNOME is for the people who prefer stability over fluff, as they say. And another big change in XeroG is the fact that now I switch back to PAMAC. Because I know some people are gonna yell at me for saying, "Hey, you're supposed to use GNOME software, GNOME software with GNOME." I'm like, yes, but no. GNOME software is too limiting. It's like it doesn't show you system applications. You want to install terminal apps, you want to terminal themes, tweaks, auto CPU frequency control, fan control, that kind of stuff. You won't find them in GNOME Software Center, and that's stupid. That's really stupid. So I decided to go back and to keep it consistent across all releases. They all now use PAMAC or PAMAC or however you want to pronounce it. So yeah, PAMAC has the latest version, and I'm sorry. Yeah, Norbert. That's why I made it stable, and I kept it simple. No fluff. I don't even use themes in XeroG. You want to use themes and mess around, it's on you. But my job is to deliver you a stable distro, not a broken one, not a bloated one. And of course, I removed blur from Nautilus, because in previous releases I had blur my shell applied to Nautilus, which was causing performance issues. I disabled it. Other than that, everything is still the same. That's it. And for some reason in GNOME 44, I don't see the background apps. Maybe they decided not to include them on Arch. Like, I open, let's say, Firefox. It's a GUI app, right? It doesn't show. See? It doesn't show. I don't know. Maybe it's a decision by the Arch people. I have no clue. But not that I cared about it, because you can't do anything with those background apps once they are shown in the list. You can only close them. You cannot act upon them. Or maybe because I have the icons showing as tray icons. Maybe because I enabled that extension, they no longer show in this. It could be either or. I'm not a GNOME a professional. I'm a KDE guy, so hence why using GNOME is a challenge for me. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I like how libadwaita looks. Yeah, same here. I like the way libadwaita looks. It's a simple dark theme, like on Mac OS and like on Windows. Whatever is native works better than anything that you add on top. I agree with that opinion, 100%. When it comes to KDE, on the other hand, it's different. KDE was made to mess and play around with. That's yeah, yay us KDE guys. Exactly, Hip Dad. Yay, we can customize and do stuff more than we can ever do on GNOME or anything else. But yeah, suffice it to say that GNOME, that's it. It's default GNOME with a few extensions like, of course, Arc Menu, because as I mentioned it countless times before, I hate this app grid that looks like the iPad app grid. Hate it. Don't want to use it. Will never use it. This is XeroLinux. This is my opinionated distros, as some people call it. But that's what you get with XeroLinux. You don't get the app grid. You wanna show the app grid. You just type super A. You just simply click the super key and A. You get this hideous app grid. Or if you want to see this one, you just type, I think it's super S. No, super D. I forgot what's the key combination for that one. You will figure it out once you install XeroLinux, because I don't use those. I get rid of them. How do you remove all theme settings and get back to default in KDE? GNOME. Yeah, GNOME. I know, I keep messing this, but hey, how do you remove all theme settings and get back to default in KDE? HipDad, that's a good question. Well, you delete the .config folder, or you rename it to something else. KDE will just regenerate the default one after reboot. So what you do is you rename .config to .config mine, reboot the system, and it's gonna get back into default KDE, stock KDE. No need to search Eric's stuff. I'm telling you what to do. I do it every day. You just rename the .config into to .config-mine, reboot the system. There you go. You're back into stock KDE. I do it every day. That's I need to add that option in my tool at some point for people who just want to undo everything I've done. So basically, they end up with Arch plus KDE, nothing XeroLinux related. So yeah, maybe the option exists in GNOME. It's I need to remember it. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna show you something which I love about GNOME. I wish it existed in KDE instead of having to rename the .config. Instead of having to rename the .config folder in KDE to get stock KDE, in this one, you just type this command. I'm copying it because I can't remember it on the top of my head. You just type this command: dconf reset -f /org/GNOME. You hit enter. I'm not going to do it here because I don't want to reset the... Well, I can. It's just a VM. Okay, I'll do it because I can bring back the XeroLinux settings anyway. So, okay, I'm going to hit enter now and see what's going to happen. Boom. You're back to stock GNOME. Excuse the no wallpaper because I didn't install the GNOME wallpaper pack. So since it's not installed, it's not going to find the wallpaper. But suffice it to say that, boom, you're back to stock GNOME. You have the grid. You have everything. You have none of the extensions are enabled. The extensions are still installed, but not enabled. So you go back to stock, basically. But if you want to go back to the XeroLinux settings to bring them back, there's an easy command for that. I just need to bring it. Okay. So you hit Control Alt T. You lost the shortcut. Control Alt T no longer works. Benefit of using XeroG. So you tap the terminal. You type xdconf. Simple command. Simple xdconf. You hit enter. You're back to XeroLinux. Simple, eh? Simple to go back to stock GNOME, and simple to bring back the zero. I was gonna say XeroLinux, XeroLinux setting. 2 commands. 1 command to reset. 1 command to bring it all back. In case you fuck up, you got both options. Either go back to stock GNOME or go back to XeroLinux setting. Also, I want to tell you all about a simple tweak. If you install Flatpaks, and if you decide to use a different theme, let's say you want to use Mac OS Mojave theme on GNOME, and you want all your Flatpaks to use that theme, you just type. There's a neat little thing that I created as part of my scripts. You just type fp fix, which stands for Flatpak fix. You type that, and all your Flatpaks will use whatever theme you applied on XeroG. You're having issues with Samba, SMB fix. You type SMB fix. It's gonna fix Samba for you. All these are mentioned in the release notes on my forums, so make sure you read them. I'm just giving you a sneak peek at XeroG, keeping it simple, easy to understand, and as close to stock as possible. Now, before I show you XFCE, I'm gonna shut down GNOME. Let me know what did you think. What did you think of XeroG so far from what I showed you? Interacting with chat. What did you think so far? So close, no matter how far. Forever, whatever. I don't remember the lyric. XeroXFCE. So, what do you think so far, guys? No coherence without ADW GTK3. Well, that is applied. Neo 29. That's what I'm using. ADW GTK3. And when you run the FP fix for Flatpak, it will apply ADW GTK3 to all supported Flatpaks. So yeah, it's thanks to you, Neo 29, that I'm using ADW GTK3. But yeah, just putting it out there that I am using ADW GTK3 to answer you. Oh, hip dad, thank you. I'm blushing. Oh, Neo 29. Sorry. You didn't mention him, so I didn't know who you were talking to. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Really, give me your honest opinion before I show you XFCE. I want to know your honest opinion Maybe I do a few tweaks before release day, the release day on the 15th. And I know your answer, Neo29. Get rid of that grub. Yeah, I know. You don't like that grub. Can't satisfy everyone. Les goûts et les couleurs, ça se discute pas. Eh ben, c'est la vie, hein. Did we just see the thumb for YouTube? What thumb? I don't know what you're talking about. Ray. ايش من تحكي عنه؟ ايش من تحكي؟ But yeah, no honest opinions, nothing. Okay. Um, okay. I'll show you XFCE for now while waiting for the honest opinions about GNOME. All right. This is another beautiful creation of Teddy's. This is another beautiful creation of Teddy's. And look at, I want to see if you guys notice something. This is the attention. This is called attention for detail. And Teddy, if you're seeing this, this is the old grub. I didn't apply the new grub to the VM, but I fixed it. I applied the new one, to the actual ISO. Yeah, that is true, Neo29. But notice the attention to detail. Everything in this in the XFCE grub menu is using the actual XFCE font. Correct, Norbert. Correct, Norbert. Correct, Norbert. Okay, there's someone who noticed. It's using the XFCE font because it's XFCE. Perfect. Teddy is a genius. You got a patch? Yeah, okay. Don't share it. Whatever you do, don't share it. Wink, wink. Don't share it. Anyway, I'm gonna hit enter. Oops, hitting enter the wrong area. Enter. And the error was fixed here. The KDE font, the KD font error was fixed here. It's fixed on all ISOs. Also, I need to mention one thing I forgot to mention. Memtest, the latest version of Memtest, is causing an issue where whenever Grub is being rebuilt against the new kernel, whenever there's a kernel update, you get an error message saying Grub probe VDA or NVMe or whatever your hard disk is could not be detected or something. Once you uninstall Memtest and Memtest EFI, the error is gone. So the on all three XeroLinux ISOs, Memtest is there on the live environment, but not on the installed system. It gets removed during the installation. I had to do this because of the issue. So I ship you all an ISO that is error-free. Of course, you don't dual boot, but it's grub probe, not OS prober. OS prober is one thing, and grub probe is a different thing. I'm talking about grub probe. Grub probe is a prober that scans for any changes in grub or whatever. So that is broken with Memtest, or Memtest is broke. It causes issues with that. So I had to remove it from the installed system, but it's there on live. Don't worry. Anyway, this is XFCE. The XFCE is just using XFCE elements. I'm not using anything from the outside. I'm not using PyCom. I'm not using what's it called? What's the bar called? No, what's the top bar? The window manager bar. Uh, I forgot the name of it, but it's not using that. It's Polybar. Yes, hip that Polybar. It's not using Polybar. It's using the XFCE panel pinned to the top, just shortened so it doesn't fill to the end. We use Whisker menu with a little bit of transparency because we're using a theme called Kinagawa. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. It's called Kinagawa. The wallpaper is part of it. So yeah, it's kind of like Grovebox. A lot of people are gonna think I'm using Grovebox, but Kinagawa is very similar. So we are using Whisker menu, and if you notice, we are on the desktop. We have a global menu. We're using Vala panel, so you can access desktop settings from here for the wallpapers. There's a lot of purple wallpapers, although the theme is brown. But hey, so not all people are into brown, so, and I'm not into brown, but I wanted to ship you something different. So yeah, files, no files, system settings. You can go to system settings from here. You can go to documents. If you had files in your documents, you can access them directly from here. Same thing for music, pictures, and video. And of course, it's using Paymac or Pamac or whatever. Okay. I'm going to rant a little bit now. I'm going to rant a little bit. Excuse me for this, but I have to rant. XeroLinux is all about consistency, right? Look at Plank. We're using an icon theme that is completely brown. Everything. Why aren't the icons in the dock theme? Can't get over it. Can't get it to work. I don't know what Plank is. Not Plank. I don't know what XFCE is doing. It's not an issue with Plank. I can 100% tell you with 100% confidence it's not Plank. It's not an issue with Plank. Because I tried adding the XFCE panel as a dock at the bottom, and I added icons to it, and I applied the icon theme. The icons in the panel did not theme. They remained stock. So something is up with XFCE. I don't know what it is, but icons, if you put them in a panel application thing in the panel or on a dock, they don't get themed. So maybe HipDad. I don't know. I'm not a developer. I don't know. But suffice it to say that you're gonna see an inconsistency in XFCE edition, which are the icons in the dock. I can't. It's out of my hands. Can't fix that. But as you can see, everything is brown. Well, not my style, but yeah, I'm not the only one. I need to think of other people. So, and I'm gonna run update command. Don't forget my aliases, guys. People don't pay attention to my aliases. So I'm typing update. It's an alias for sudo pacman-syyu. So instead of having to type all that, you just type update. You hit enter, the password, and it's gonna update. I'm still not over that cough yet. So, oh, there's a kernel update. Whatever. Firefox and kernel update. So, yeah, that's XFCE. I didn't do anything to XFCE. I just riced it. We just riced it. I have to thank Kudu for helping me rice XFCE. XeroLinux is a community distribution now. It's no longer me doing everything. I have someone helping me with XFCE rice, another person helping me with making GNOME look good, I have others working on the Zero Hello tool, etc., etc., etc. So thank you to each and every one of them for helping XeroLinux reach the point that it did. When you used Plank on XFCE back in 2021, I just used GTK icon theme I set. Yeah, Norbert, I even tried that. I don't know why. Well, those are the icons that I get in the dock. No matter what icon theme you apply, either the icon theme is not consistent. Like I tried to apply a circle style icon theme. 3 of the 5 icons were circle. The other 2 were square. So I'm like, yeah, I give up. I gave up. I don't know I didn't know what to do. But yeah, I did what I could. So I left it as is. And yeah, XFCE is very simple. It's just XeroLinux XFCE is just XFCE with a rice. I did, and of course, everything that that my tool offers will work on XFCE when the time comes. Currently, the options are locked in the tool. They will get unlocked when XFCE is released on the 15th. If an app has no icon in an icon theme, it won't change. I know that, Norbert. I know that. But I tried a lot of icon themes. A lot. Like, I'll give you an example. I used Tela purple icon theme or Tela circle purple icon theme. Say that many times fast. Thunar gets a purple icon for some reason, whereas we're using a brown icon. Like, or if I if I use Tela circle brown theme, the Thunar icon is purple, and not all icons are circle. So there's a lot of inconsistencies in all icon packs. So I decided to stick to whatever the brown one has. Maybe in one of the updates it will apply itself to the dock, but whatever. No, I'm not using Papyrus. I'm using. Let me show you what I'm using. Applications, settings, appearance, icons. I'm using Umox Gruffbox Dark. That's the best brown icon theme I could find. So yeah, that's the best one I could find that fits the whole look of Kinagawa. I tried the Gruffbox theme. It didn't work. This one was the best one. If I use the Kanagawa, not Kinagawa, it's Kanagawa icon theme, see, nothing changed. Elementary, nothing changed. Adwaita, nothing changed. So, oh, no, I'm not going to update those. Those are huge. Yeah, I'm not going to update those right now. I'm just going to reboot. Oops, see if I can type. But yeah, as you saw, whatever icon theme I apply, the Plank icons don't get themed for either don't get themed or don't get themed correctly. So I'm like, yeah, screw it. I'm not gonna even bother with it anymore. But yeah, this is XFCE. The tool is there and it's using the theme as it's supposed to. And of course, you can install whatever native Arch native packages from here, or when you click the use Flatpak, it's going to show you flat packs, but not. People understand it wrong. They think that if you click use Flatpak, it's going to show you what is on this list, but as Flatpak. No. That's not the case. Here is a set of packages. Flatpaks is a different set of packages. Like, I'll show you an example. You go to browsers, internet browsers. You got Mercury browser, NetSurf, Opera, Vivaldi, and Web App Manager. You don't see many, but if you go to Flatpaks, you click the Use Flatpaks button, you go to the browsers, you have Brave, Chromium, LibreWolf, Microsoft Edge because somebody asked for it, Mulvat browser, Tor browser, ungoogled Chromium, WaterFox G5. It's a totally different set of browsers. So don't understand it wrong. It's not the same packages but as Flatpaks. It's a completely different set of packages as Flatpaks. So please don't misunderstand the tool. Read what's written up here. A lot of people download XeroLinux, they see the tool, they open the application installer, completely ignore the text on top, and start installing willy-nilly. Well, I'm sorry to say that I spent time to write this, explaining everything so I don't have to repeat it 1.5 trillion times. So it's up to you. With this drop down, you can filter. That's just a filter. Gaming tools is just going to show you gaming tools. Office tools is just going to show you office tools. Virtualization is going to show you only virtualization. You get the idea. But please, I'm begging you. I will forever beg you to please read everything that's written in the tool so I don't have to repeat myself over and over and over again. Here are the post install. Read again here. If you do things wrong, you're on your own. I explained everything here so I don't have to repeat it. You can switch to ZSH, but you cannot revert back to bash because the way I do it, it's going to be very difficult to revert back to bash without having to do things manually. Restore default desktop settings allows you to revert back to the way XeroLinux shipped out of the box. Just settings, not the system stuff. You have KDE, GNOME, and soon XFCE. Enable Wayland session, yeah, because I don't use Wayland. I'm still an NVIDIA user. I still have issues with Wayland. I cannot even log in to Wayland on KDE. I tried SDDM Git. I tried SDDM. And plus the fact that a lot of Flatpaks still have issues with Wayland. I'm staying as far as I can from Wayland. But if you want to enable it, you got the option. I don't strip anything without giving you the option to re-enable it. Apply Oh My Bash. This is for those few people who prefer Oh My Bash to ZSH. Fix Arch Linux keyrings, the usual. Enable firewall. You'll have options for KDE, GNOME, and XFCE. Each one will KDE. It's Plasma Firewall. GNOME. It's GUFW. And XFCE is Fire Jail. QEMU resolution fix. This is if you are running in a VM. And enable HBlock is to enable the system-wide ad blocker. Install applications. And if you have any questions, check out the FAQs before you ask the question. Because I went through a lot to curate a list of 10 FAQs. With that being said, this is XFCE and GNOME. So, yeah, read the docs, read everything, read the release notes, read everything I have written in the tool. I'm not always gonna be present to explain everything over and over and over again. But yeah, there you go. You got a glimpse of XFCE and GNOME coming on the 15th. You saw it here first. I'm currently using GNOME, and I'm happy to say that All I did was migrate over my Flatpak settings from KDE to GNOME, and I was back up and running. Even OBS, since OBS that I use is the official Flatpak package. When I copied over the .var where all the Flatpak settings reside in, when I moved it over from KDE to GNOME, I was up and running with all my apps because I use a lot of Flatpaks. My main usage is a Flatpak. I use only Flatpaks. Not only, but mostly Flatpaks. 90% Flatpaks, 10% native packages because I have no other choice. Unfortunately, Flatpaks will never have system applications like GoTop, HTOP, and stuff like that. But if I can find an app that I use every day as a Flatpak, I will use Flatpak over native packages. For example, Steam, I will not use the Flatpak. I will always use the native package because it's native and I prefer it. It works better with my cheats. Yeah, I cheat. What else? Yeah, that's what I've been up to the past few days since I arrived. I've been working on XeroLinux nonstop ever since I arrived. I arrived on Saturday morning at 2 a.m., slept, woke up, started working on XeroLinux. Because you guys, I owe you. No, I don't owe you guys, but I want to give you guys the best of XeroLinux I can. So there you go. I've been crunching, working around the clock for 3-4 days. I don't know how long I've been here. Uh, yeah, Steam Flatpak permissions. Yeah, they kind of suck right now. So yeah, that's annoying. And last but not least, I want to thank everyone. One second, I need to get it. Membership. Um, da, da, da. All right. I want to thank each and everyone who donated. See, EF Linux is right there. EF Linux, Hermano Ferrari, highest with Sergey Epatov, the highest contributors for XeroLinux, 200 euros each. EF Linux and Sergey Epatov. I need to thank these two guys for allowing me to go to Serbia. And everybody else, of course. Everybody else who contributed to the project, thank you. Latest subscriber monthly is Firefighter Blue. 50 euros a month. Thank you. Shout out to you. So yeah, I'm getting $140 a month because of you guys. Thank you so much. I don't know. And I need to shout out Jesse. Jesse is my co-host, my podcast co-host. You see him every Saturday with me on the XeroBytes podcast. He's currently going through a situation. I will have a link to his Venmo. Jesse, correct me. We don't have the service here. So Venmo, whatever it's called. You can contribute to Jesse for Jesse's cause. He sure could use your support. I'm not the only one that needs support. The whole XeroLinux team could sure use your help. We're doing this for free, pro bono. If you can, whatever you can contribute to XeroLinux or Jesse, the everything will be in the show notes. show notes. I'm still thinking podcast. It'll be in the description below. You can donate to Jesse via Venmo if you can, and XeroLinux via the links. Sorry about the beep. The power just went out. Anyway, uh, Louis Vuitton. Oh yeah, Ray. So we have a new comedian. A new comedian in the community. His name is Ray. T16 Skyhopper, if you want to call him by his Star Wars username. Uh, yeah, you can post it here and send it to me via Discord if you can, so I can copy paste it in the video description. Michael Kors, what is it? Michael Kors, Linux. Michael Kors. That rings Michael Corleone in my head. Are you gonna make me an offer I cannot refuse? No, you have not been replaced. You're not the clown I meant. I was talking about Josh. But okay, we now have 3 clowns. A good number. This number is holy to me because in the name of the Father, the Holy Ghost, and yeah, I don't know how to say it in English, but بسم الآب والابن والروح القدس. It's the trio. I'm not gonna say the other word because it's not holy. So we have 3 comedians. We have Hip Dad, Josh, and Ray. So yeah, and I'm gonna tell you guys soon for the what do I call it? The Zero Live, is it not Zero Live? Zero Talk. Ugh, I cannot keep up with the names of my shows. For Zero Talk, I will have Josh on. I'm throwing this your way, Josh. You're gonna be on. Get ready. I'm gonna drill you till you're naked. Bad joke. But I'm gonna have Josh on Zero Talk at some point, and it's gonna be early access for everyone who contributes. With it going online for everyone, public, 2 weeks later. Oh yes, Jesse. Our return date. Our return date will be the 3rd of June. The 3rd of June. Or June 3rd, as you Americans say. June 3rd. We say 3rd of June. Oh, thank you, Timo. Thank you, Timo. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Timo. Sorry. It's still on screen. So yeah, our return, the XeroBytes podcast, will be making a triumphant return on June 3rd for the Americans, or the 3rd of June for the rest of the world. So yeah, look out for the season 3 premiere then, and we're not going to be doing anything special. It's going to be just a regular episode, but for this 3rd year anniversary release of XeroLinux, it's going to be a party. Because it's going to be 3, the holy number. So it's going to be gaming for an hour or 2. No, it's going to be first the podcast for an hour, and then it's going to be gaming for another hour or 2 for all those who want to stick around. We're going to be playing a game. We don't know yet which one. We're going to put it to a vote, but that's next year in May, on May 15th next year. Not right now. But for now, we're going to be coming back on June 3rd. With your regular Linux content. With that being said, it's been an hour and 5 minutes. Thank you all for being here. If you have any questions, I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes to ask before I close this up. I'm gonna thank Matt for the $5 dono and Timo for the €5 dono. So yeah, and I need to mention as well that YouTube, because of my situation in Lebanon, YouTube is you can buy me arch nemesis. Oh, Jesse, you're fun. But yeah, YouTube, because of my situation right now in Lebanon and no power and no, aka no ability to record videos, edit videos, and publish videos. YouTube is just, I'm gonna use YouTube as a means to go live from time to time, every Saturday, of course, for the podcast. I go live. We go live at a certain time in the day where I have power for 2 hours. So we go live for 1 hour. We get another hour of electricity left over, and then it goes. So I use that time to go live. And today is Wednesday. We got 4 hours of power back to back. So I'm gonna lose power in 2 hours. So don't have enough time to work on videos. So YouTube will from now on be just a means to go live on all my shows: XeroLive, XeroTalk, and XeroBytes. 3 shows. And of course, whenever I can, I'll try to do from time to time a Zero gaming session with anyone who wants to join. But this is in the future. Right now, and the reason I took a vacation until June 3rd is because I needed to get XeroLinux out the door and then work on finding a job in Serbia. And so I can give you more content, so I can use YouTube, my channel, as it's supposed to be used. Because right now I'm not making any income there on YouTube. Oh, HipDad, yeah, I bought Diablo 4 when I was in Serbia, but I couldn't download it because it's not released yet. So if I'm gonna download it, I'm gonna download it. It's gonna take me a few days over here. So whatever. I'm gonna download it on the Steam Deck first, and then move it over to my computer, or vice versa. But I'm waiting for it. It's less than a month away. So yeah. With that being said, guys, I will see you on the podcast June 3rd, and maybe before then on another Wednesday, not the next Wednesday, maybe the one after that. I don't know, but it's gonna be on a Wednesday if I have any updates for you. That's all I've been up to. That's all I've been up to since coming back. So just finished Zero Gnome edition, Gnome Spin. Sorry, and XFCE was already done, and KDE is already done. We're working on a revamp of the website to have a section of the website dedicated to the spins, which are the GNOME and XFCE. And I just want to let you know that the spins GNOME and XFCE will receive very limited support for the time being, until we find people who are proficient in each desktop environment to provide support to you guys. Since I don't use them, I'm using GNOME now for a month until June 6th. But I don't think it's enough for me to know a lot about it. So we're currently looking, and I'm doing a call for people who know GNOME backwards and forwards and know how to use GNOME like with their eyes closed, to provide support for it. and people who know XFCE with their eyes closed and are very proficient in XFCE to provide support for users on Discord uh, or the forums, because I don't use XFCE. I will not use XFCE. It's not my thing. I'll be using XFCE for a month from August to September, but it's not enough for me to be proficient in it. So we need people to provide support for those desktop environments. I will be providing support for KDE, but we need people who can provide support for XFCE and GNOME, who are very proficient, who know their way around how to do this, how to do that, what to delete, how to tweak and stuff like that. Uh, we need people. So I'm calling out for anyone. If you're interested, let me know. I'll be on Discord, or you can find me on Fostodon or Twitter, you know, or here as a comment on this video. Let me know, please. We need people to provide support for those desktop environments. With that being said, peace. Oops. Peace and long life to all. May you live long and prosper.